Hello! Welcome to another sketchbook tour. This time we're going through, this is my 12th sketchbook. It's pretty much all in 2018, which is unusual. Usually my sketchbooks go over like at least 2 years, but I finished this one all in 1 year. The first one's just some acrylic paint I had left over on my on my palette, so I just started like doing some random stuff. I think this is supposed to be my room. Like that's like I have like a round bedside table and a lamp, and that's like a pillow, but I was kind of just and a window, and I was just sketching, going a bit wild. But then I'm get back into normal sketching. So previously I've worked a lot in color pencil. That's kind of my favorite medium to work with, but I wanted to go back to just like a plain like HB pencil and try that out. So the first couple of sketches are all kind of in that HB pencil, and I was just getting back in. I really like doing sort of people, like portrait kind of style drawings, not paintings, my bad. So I was just, having a go at that, trying to improve on that kind of technique. All of these pictures I probably just found on Pinterest somewhere. And I really, wanted to try and get some little animals, because I don't draw animals much, so I whacked them in there. I really like this one. She's taken a nap. What a mood. Like sometimes you can't have a good night's sleep in your bed, but then you wake up and find a comfy armchair, and so you just get a good nap. I think that one's really cool. She's got a little bunny. Nice. Yeah. I'm not sure if I used a reference for this or if I just kind of like had an idea and I kind of just wanted to draw a person on a horse. I probably did have a reference, but I was just kind of trying to get like a loose sketch. Ooh, and this is when there was all those like how to watercolor videos, and I was like, I'll try that. I'm not sure this paper is really supposed to be used for watercolor, so it didn't really work. It worked alright, but I wasn't able to like make the paper super wet without it going a bit yikes. But yeah, I was trying that out. And then this is the one where you're supposed to put salt on it. But then when I tried to take the salt off, I think it ripped, like little bits of paper came off with it, so it didn't really end up working out so good. Back to pencil again. I thought it would be kind of cool to try and like draw smoke, because drawing things that are kind of transparent is difficult, and I thought I'd give that a go, but I got bored or I gave up or something. I don't know. It wasn't happening. Yes, a little girl with her fox. I really like trying to attempt fabric and how like it creases. That's something I really enjoy drawing. It's like challenging, but it can come out really, really cool. Oh, it's upside down. As I've said before, I'm left-handed, so sometimes I draw like with my sketchbook upside down so that my wrist isn't resting on this middle section here. And I also was like, I never draw guys, so I went on Pinterest and found a reference picture and gave that a shot. And I actually really like how it turned out. It's funny, sometimes when you're drawing something you're unfamiliar with, you take kind of more attention to detail about what's actually there rather than your perception of what you think like a face looks like. So that's cool, I like that. More sketching. I like to just if I'm stressed, I put on some music in the evening, like go on Pinterest until I find an image that I think is cool, and then I just, sketch it out. Having a good time. Oop. I'm gonna need to figure out how to blur this out, because this is my student ID. Although maybe it's can you even see my student number? Sort of. Maybe a little bit. Oh, it's missing a number anyway. Cool. So I was reading on one of the ways you can improve your drawing, and it's obviously drawing from life is really good way to try and improve your observational drawing. So I just was sitting down and I started drawing things on my desk. So like this is just like a crumpled up like tissue, I think. And this is my watch. The little like USB thing you plug in for your mouse. My student ID, like a hair elastic, like a needle and thread. And down here there's a little teacup. And then this is like a glass jar. And like drawing see-through things like glass is kind of tricky, but that one turned out okay. It's definitely something I need to work on, but I don't, like I should just practice a bunch, but I think it's so cool when people can draw like glass objects and get the reflection right and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. So that's something I'd like to keep working on. More pencil drawings. Very cool. Here's when I discovered these pens. They're like fine liners, but they're waterproof. And usually I'm just always drawing with colored pencils and stuff, but then I was like, hang on. And I just grabbed these at the art store one time when I was buying something else, and I wanted to try them out. And I actually, like, sometimes you just find a medium that you really vibe with, and yeah, that's what I started using here. And then I think I just did a watercolor over the top. So you'll see in like my following sketchbooks and like in this one as well, that I just start being like, this is like a medium that I just start really vibing with. And later on I actually get some ink and start doing some more ink drawings. Yeah, so I did like, started doing these like little panels. There's like a little deer at the top, and then she's walking along the path with her goose. I think that's really cool. Yes. And these guys are on like a little Skype call, and they're just like vibing, probably gossiping about something. Yeah, and again, just like figuring out how to draw with these new fine liners, like are they called fine liners? Yeah, fine liners. Became one of my favorite mediums. Just vibing. I mean, I was going to do a bunch of panels clearly, but sometimes you don't finish pages. That's okay. I think I was just waiting for my mom here, so I just was drawing some stuff. This is at my local park, so I went out and painted there's like a little pond with some ducks, and in spring there's water lilies, and it's kind of, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, that's that. I think, yeah, I wanted to get sort of more into like still life, that sort of thing, so I wanted to improve on that, so I started drawing some fruit. Ooh, and clouds. Clouds are hard, and especially with colored pencil, it's not really the medium. Unless you want to really like put a lot of time into it, and I'm kind of lazy. I like things that I can draw quickly, or like at least be like in a flow state with, rather than having to focus down on like spending hours on little details. Isn't really my jam. I get bored. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Maybe it's some kind of like flower. Didn't finish it. These are cool. So this is again like, I wanted to get better at drawing like still life objects, and like specifically I feel like fruit is very like a traditional kind of still life like object to draw. So I found some images on Pinterest and just started giving it a shot. Unfinished page. Don't know what my plan was here, but it didn't happen. Yeah, and these are those fine liners again with watercolor, which became like a new like combo that I really got into. Ooh, big mood. But yeah, this is back to color pencil. I feel like I drew these two things at separate times, but I kind of like used a similar color scheme to kind of make it all sort of vibe together. And then back with fine liner, I wanted to start having like more cohesive pages. So I just, instead of rushing and just doing one drawing per page, I kind of take my time and just have like sort of work on little drawings as I went throughout my day or my week, whatever. Usually I like to draw. I usually like to draw as a to like wind down in the evenings when I don't feel like studying, being lazy. And yeah, that's kind of like how I switch off at night. It's just putting some music on. If I've been working during the day or like studying at uni, I just put some tunes on and start drawing some images. So yeah, that's cool. This one, again, like I wanted to give a really good go at drawing fabric, and I picked like quite a difficult dress with a whole bunch of ruffles in it and that sort of thing, and just sort of like in a really relaxed way, though not in like a stressful way, just kind of slowly plotted out like each of the parts of the dress and then like went and filled in details really slowly. And, it's like very relaxing just to draw fabric, and sort of you're just looking at the image and seeing where the shadow is, and yeah, slowly filling that out. I really love this page. I mean, it's not complete, but the green's a little more vibrant than it comes up on camera, and I like how like kind of loose the fine lining is, and then it's got these really kind of cool. Are those my neighbors? Can you hear that? Can they be shush, please? Can people be shush? And yeah, and then I like the color combination. It's like this bright green, but with this like muted red and brown, and it's, yeah, very cool. The proportions, not great, but like, I feel like it's a mood. Sometimes you get proportions wrong and it just looks bad, but you get it wrong. And it can also be like a style, and you can just kind of just roll with it by, and I really like this little quote I added at the bottom. I think I added it later. But your future self is watching you right now through your memories. I thought that was cool. Oh, and I like this page as well. Same thing, like the fine liner, and then I went in watercolor. And then I took the time to add like little details and like a little quote later. And I was going to do the same thing here, but I didn't finish it, wasn't vibing, kept moving. This is me. This is what I look like. Not really, but like I use myself as a reference. And I like took a selfie, and I had like a candle, and I wanted to have that like real light and shadow kind of situation. Yeah, so I held the candle like specifically up like on this side, and like got the light going right across. And it's using the fine liner and watercolor again, so it's really cool. I like how that turned out. I think I drew this without a reference. I was probably just doodling. And then added a little quote. Yeah, this is another one where I was like, oh, I'm going to have a really nice like spread on my sketchbook page, and I was like doing little images one at a time, and it sort of had this like blue and green theme, but with like bits of orange, so that like blue and orange contrast. But then I never finished it. I guess I either got bored or there's something else I wanted to draw, and sometimes you don't finish it, you just move on. Yeah. Ooh, I really like this. I feel like this looks a bit orange on camera, but it's like your classic red, yellow, blue primary colors, and also again like trying to, whenever I realize I haven't drawn guys in a while, I have a go at that. And I did these two first, I think, and then I wasn't going to be bothered doing a third one, so I put a quote in instead. And I think this is like a cool way of making it look, I don't know, more not cohesive. I mean, if I wanted to make it look really pro, I wouldn't have like been really super messy, but like I sometimes really like to fill out the background with a color. I think that can sometimes work really well. More drawing fruit. It became like I think these are some mandarins, maybe some oranges. But yeah, it became something I really liked having a go at. Yeah, I think it's good practice, and I always like it looks really cool when it comes out. A lot of effort, but yeah, you can have a really cool result, so I'm really proud of that. And also clothes. I still love drawing clothes so much, and having all those like really cool light and shadow to make it look very three-dimensional. That's something I really vibe with. More food. And this is back to fine liner. I really like the eyes. Eyes I feel like can make a picture usually as soon as I feel the eyes in it looks really cool. And then with this one I feel them in black rather than having that kind of like, I like it. It's dripping. These are some of my friends at uni. I study computer science, so they're just working on their assignments and studying and stuff. And I was just like, I don't feel like coding right now, so I did some drawing. I'm back. I tried turning the brightness down a little bit on the recording to see if the colour came through a bit better. But maybe I'll just take a photo or something like that, because it's actually quite a bright green. Anyway, I figured out that I could start with like a layer of colored pencil, and then add watercolor over it to give it kind of more, like when you draw in colored pencil, there's always like that kind of white space around. I don't usually take the time to like color and shade in everything, but you could kind of like do all the kind of defining lines that are difficult to do. I find difficult to sort of paint. I really like clear lines and straight lines and that sort of thing. So I just use the watercolor to sort of fill in over the top of the colored pencil, and give like sort of that block of color rather than having kind of white space in between all the pencil lines. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm really proud of that one. Oh, I love this one so much. And also the ink shows up so well on camera. And so just sort of, I love how vibrant, like using like a black ink is. And it can look so like, usually I like drawing in colored pencil, but that's sort of like, it looks very like you're sketching and it's kind of loose and it's like kind of unfinished. But I love how finished using black ink can look. And then once I was done with drawing the lady, I drew the like background around her because I feel like it frames it really nicely and contains it. And then, oh, this is actually colored pencil, and I just drew some lines. Felt like it sort of balanced it out a little bit. But yeah, this one's really cool. I don't remember how long it took me to do all like the shading and just doing little dots, but that was the style I was kind of trying out. So yeah, this one's very cool. This is one of my favorites still. Like even, it's like 2020 now, so looking back 2 years ago, but I still really love it. Or sometimes when you look back at stuff, you're like, meh. But this one, yeah, I think is so cool. I really love it. I was watching Sabrina, so I decided to draw my girl. And yeah. I was probably just doodling without a reference here. And then I decided to doodle this bit at the back to make it interesting. And this is the last page. Yeah. And that's that. That's my 2018 sketchbook. Thanks for watching. I hopefully have my 2017-2018 sketchbook tour also up on my channel, so you could check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I'm about to film one more sketchbook tour for my channel. I just thought it would be a good way to start things off, and I'm filming sketchbook tours for like my 3 most recent sketchbooks. I think that's cool. Okay, bye bye!